0.1. With the crowd showing their appreciation for Great Britain's Beth Tweddle, who unsurprisingly qualified here with the highest score on 8 bars ahead of Stelliana Nisto. She scored 15.6.
Clean mount, lovely first handstand, tight on the turn, good catch. Oh, she pulled that in a little close to make sure of it, but this is the big toe on Kachev, straight into the pack salto. She's working hard here. Lovely flight up to the high bar and back down again. It's this that's so impressive. She hits the handstand again. Now this is the new skill, toe on and off, and that was a bit of a problem to her. Yeah, she's in a little bit of a problem as to how to get out of it, and I think she's having to give in. Just up for the dismount. Oh, full pirouette. She knows she needs a full turn. She's gone the long way round it. Oh, and that's a problem as well.
Well, where did it all start going wrong?
I tell you what, when you've got a new element, Christine, and it doesn't work, you've got to think so fast, haven't you?
Yes, you have, and that's exactly what she did. She just went, you have to turn right on top of the bar, and she went for handstand, just was a little bit short. And then decided to try and go all the way around the houses to get a full pirouette.
I tell you what, she's doing mental gymnastics now. He's really trying to rescue it, but sadly, it didn't work out, did it?
It was such a solid performance. It was going so well.
Yes, and of course, when you've put in about 6 more elements, you're a little weary for the dismount.
Beth just waiting for a score. There it is, 14.025. Difficulty score of 6.9, but such a disappointment for her. So there are the final results of the women's uneven bars final. Stelliana Nisto from Romania. Well, she takes the gold, silver medalist from the Europeans. Daria Zgoba, she was European champion. She takes the silver here. And Kristina Palitsova, she was 7th at the Worlds. She takes the bronze, and Beth, fortunately, is down in 7th. Takes the bronze.
Absolutely flawless.
At 18, Stelliana Nisto from Romania is a world silver medalist on beam. With wins throughout the World Cup Series, she has the pedigree of a strong contender. Here we go then with Daria Zgoba. She was 2nd here in Glasgow last year. She's got 2/3 under her belt on beam in the World Cup Series so far.
All the Ukrainian gymnasts show fabulous technique on beam. They're beautifully prepared, very supple. And that helps the skills be performed with the correct technique. Round off, straight somersault. She gets the feet right on the beam. Change leg, just flicks the head back. Touches the head with the foot, and a very classy spin with the leg held up. Free walkover, then the free cartwheel. Probably 2 acrobatic skills a length these gymnasts are managing. Forward somersaults, backward somersaults. And there you see she's showing her very good suppleness. The whistle to say she has got 10 seconds to dismount. Here it comes, big round off, double pike somersault. A very good opening performance.
Very positive and very confident.
So often come to grief on 360, but she was solid all the way through. Very light on her feet.
This dismount probably being the biggest deduction. You see the head's only just off the floor when she lands.
Daria Zgoba from Ukraine scores 15.2. Still a lot of gymnasts to go. Well, Elise Hopner-Hibbs, a real beam and bar specialist. She was third at the World Championships on beam. Here she goes in the Calvin Hall.
Ambitious start, a handspring on. With the gymnasts having their best 10 moves counted towards their difficulty, it means the name of the game is just putting as much in as possible. And she's showing you how you do that. 3 very difficult moves all in one length. Change leg split sleep straight into the free round off. That's very unusual and difficult. The illusion turn, and this is also very difficult. Double spin on the beam.
She's still on.
She is, and she shows very good variety. That, for me, is a little bit of a not such good element, the turn in the change leg split sleep. Strong, positive arm movements. There's not really time for very much dance, but very strong as about your 8th or 9th element, the front somersault along the beam. Now, she did a beautiful dismount in qualification. Can she reproduce it? Lovely high double back, she can.
Very solid performance from the 18-year-old from Canada.
There we are, the free cartwheel, 2 layout somersaults, very smooth. There, the double spin right up on the toe. Oh gosh, she did well to hold that, didn't she?
Incredible.
And this dismount, we've seen lots of dismounts only just make it, but that was very high.
Score for Elise Hopner-Hibbs. Canada 15.3. She goes into the lead. Wonderful performance from her. Ludmila Revenkova from Russia, formerly known as Shova. She retired, then she got married. She's back again.
But very experienced gymnast, 25 now and still tiny. Beautiful half turn onto the hands, smoothly into the free walkover. Now that's very good. Often they try and link those moves, but rarely do they manage it under pressure. Good control. The flip backwards into handstand. This is impressive as well. She's really excellent on the hands. Very fast on all her turns. Lovely split action in the first jump. Double spin, but she stepped backwards and the judges won't give her that. They'll only give her 1.5. Now, the dismount. 2.5 twist, very clean. It'll all be down to the A score, the difficulty, whether she had quite as much.
Well, lots of the gymnastic world are delighted to see her back in competition.
This is that series. She held the foot up straight into the next move. The full turning flip. Doesn't quite get the hands right round, but the half turn onto the hands. Now this is the spin. See, she should step forwards to be given the double. They'll give just the 1.5. Just 0.1 down, that'll make her.
Grebenkova from Russia, 15.475. She's in the lead. There are the final results. Grebenkova from Russia takes the gold, back from retirement and back from a honeymoon as well. Hopfner Hibbs, well, she was bronze at the World. She takes the silver here, and Daria Zgoba takes bronze.
Congratulations, Elise, your first ever Glasgow Grand Prix and a silver medal.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I mean, I had some goals set coming into the competition, so and a medal was one of them, so to finally achieve that feels really good.
In the routine, did it go to plan?
Generally, yes, there was one thing. The very first skill was supposed to be connected to the second one, but I had a bit of a wobble, so I just separated them and kept going from there.
Now, it's a bit of a double celebration because this competition is important for your Olympic qualifier for Canada. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, because we didn't qualify a team at the World Championships, we have a point system, and at every international competition we go to, you earn a certain amount of points for a certain score for events, and you have to get points on 2 events. And on beam, you have to get at least a 15-1. So today and yesterday, I went above that, so it's been really good for points for me, this competition.
You've had an excellent competition regarding your points. Does that mean you go into Beijing, or have you got a few more competitions to work for?
I do have a few more to compete at, so we have a few later this year and earlier next year, and hopefully all together I'll end up going to Beijing.
Steliana Nistor from Romania is opening up the women's floor final.
Oh, and I was about to say she floats the double straight, but she just undercooked it. Second run, full twisting double back. Two and a half twist. Just a little drop of the heel towards the end of that spin will be costly. Lovely splits on the leaps. And again, trouble with the spin. Now she needs to concentrate. She's had one mistake already. Needs to lift into the double pike. She does very easily.
Well, she got through the routine, but yes, there were quite a few mistakes. It hasn't been a great competition, really, has it, for Steliana?
Well, she performed very well on the asymmetric bars, but these two pieces, floor and beam, which she would really consider to be a good pieces, she struggled on. Look, you know, she really was very short on that, wasn't she? But the double pike at the end, she showed a normal resolve.
Steliana Nistor from Romania scored 13.625 for her floor routine. Beth Tweddle is the next gymnast to go in the women's floor final. 22 years old, just outside of the medals at the World Championships on floor. She's currently a European